You're watching UnrealEntGaming. This is Gohan from Dragon Ball Z. You want to see me turn Super Saiyan? Or should I take it to the next level? I'm also the narrator, too. Next time on Dragon Ball Z, make sure and smash subscribe to UnrealEntGaming.
As the battle within Universe 11 now continues, with Toppo and Dyspo having to be shown battling against the once former angel of the 13th universe, Merno, as seen on the previous manga chapter video, with Toppo now using his God of Destruction power and helping Jiren break free from Merno's gravity bind. The question going forward is, what exactly will the outcome be with Jiren and Toppo now having to work together in battling against Merno, and can they go far enough in having to finally put Merno down together, or is Merno simply going to unveil more of his power to both of them in having to destroy both them and Universe 11 as an end result of this process? As once more before we begin, if you are new to this channel and have a love and passion for all things Dragon Ball and anime related, then be sure to smash that subscribe button on this channel and turn on all notifications to never miss a single upload, along with giving this video a big thumbs up by slapping that like button down below if you guys love Dragon Ball and anime, as well as checking out the official Dragon Ball fan mangas playlist located down in the description box below, to where on that playlist you guys will be able to find all the latest and best Dragon Ball fan mangas created by the community for the community. So be sure to head on down below, check out the official Dragon Ball fan mangas playlist for all the best and latest videos on Dragon Ball fan mangas. As we kick off the Beyond Dragon Ball Super Story of Merno vs. Universe 11 Manga Chapter Number 3 special, with Merno now taken back by the idea that God of Destruction Toppo had now inserted himself once again in this fight and having to help Jiren. With Merno perplexed at the idea of Toppo having such divine power, Merno then went along to comment, and here I assume that a new warrior has entered the fray. You are indeed unrecognizable, trooper, but I take it that you still haven't learned your lesson then. Need I remind you fools that I am an angel? My species knows no limits or boundary. If you want to try your hand at using your puny God of Destruction powers against me, then I welcome you with open arms to try, but just remember this. No matter what the two of you do, once this is all done, your heads will be mounted as my trophies for all to see who dream to get in my way. So go on now. Since you are already here, go ahead and show me what the two of you could do. As of course Jiren then stands up and standing side by side with Toppo, Toppo then went along to ask Jiren, do you feel that too, Jiren? Either he's bluffing entirely, or he truly is concealing a massive amount of power that is outside of our reach. If he wanted to end us, then why hasn't he done it by now? With Jiren responding, we need to employ a similar approach to him as we did during our training for the next potential Tournament of Power, Toppo. He's far stronger than he's letting off, but he's not unstoppable. But as it already is, I ask for you not to get in my way. I am far stronger than you, and I am the one he's after. So don't lose your head in this fight. This battle may get out of hand, so if it does, I need you to take Dyspo and get as far away from here as you can. No matter what happens, we cannot risk losing this universe. I will do what is needed to see this fight through, so I need you to be fully on guard. With Toppo turning his head and responding, no matter what happens, I will see this through to the end with you, Jiren. And with Merno looking down, he then went along to ask, are you worms done concocting your plan of attack? Because if you are, I'm ready. And that's when both Jiren and Toppo waste little time in charging directly at Merno together in synchronizing their attacks, which ultimately do prove to be effective enough in confusing Merno. And as the two go on to attack him, Merno then went along to continue, you think by synchronizing your attacks against me is going to work? You're no different than the mortals of Universe 7. What a shame. And here I expected better, so tell me, How would you like for me to kill you both? Shall I beat you both to death or blow you into millions of pieces? As of course he is shown casually deflecting and blocking off all of Jiren and Toppo's attacks, and the second Toppo creates a diversion and having to shout, "Jiren, now!" That's when Jiren comes swooping on in and punching Merno in the face by telling him, "Not if we don't put you in the ground first." Followed by Toppo having to kick Merno in the ribs. Toppo then shouted, "Our universe will remain unharmed, and you destroyed from it," Jiren says. As he followed through by having to knee Merno in the face, this plan actually was effective for a small time until God Toppo attempted to punch Merno once again with Merno getting out of the way. Merno then went along to comment, "A well-played tactic, trooper, but it was as I had told you before. None of this will help you beat me." As he then proceeded to glare at Toppo, which sent Toppo flying out into the distance with Merno uttering, "Now away with you," Jiren quickly attempted to attack Merno from behind. As of course Merno avoided it, he then went along to comment, "You on the other hand, Jiren, I can sense a great resolve within you, an endless fire that burns to be the strongest. But at the same time, I can also feel that you are holding back against me, which means that you will need to be pushed into using this power then. So tell me, should I start by killing your friends, or should I go around and destroy parts of the universe to get you to show me your full power?" Because Merno can feel out Jiren's inner passion, and he can feel out that Jiren is holding back a lot more power than what he's letting off, because mind you, the way Merno fights is he goes on to even his power out with his opponent to further gain a better understanding and to gauge them at the same level before having to surpass them. It was at that moment where Jiren overheard this by punching Merno in the face by telling him, "As long as I am alive, you will do no such thing. Keep pushing your luck, Angel." And when Jiren punches Merno, Merno actually goes on to stumble right in front of Toppo, as Toppo went along to tell him there will be no escape from what's about to happen. And as soon as Toppo wraps himself around Merno, as he's beginning to struggle, Merno shouted, "Curse you, feeble barbarian! Release me from this nonsense right now!" And as Toppo is trying his best to keep Merno in place by squeezing him, Merno then went along to ask him, "You think by holding me will help you? Do you not understand what I am compared to you? As soon as I am freed, your head will be the first thing I remove from your body." But that's when Jiren teleports right in front of Merno by then telling him, "Keep dreaming. As long as Toppo's got you locked in place, you're not going anywhere. Now you've got 3 choices to make. Either way, they will not be in your favor. You will either give up and come quietly to be taken to Belmont and his angel, leave this universe and never come back, or be destroyed by me. The choice is yours. This will be the first and last time we give you an ultimatum. Now choose." And with Merno smiling, he then responds, "You'd be crazy to ever think I'd go along with any of those pathetic options. Maybe for you that is, but how about I give you an ultimatum now? There are only 2 options. Watch me slaughter your friends first, then kill you right after, or should I end your life first and make them all watch before blowing this entire universe into pieces? The choice is yours, mighty one. Even if you are able to somehow destroy me, I am one but many. So even if you were to kill me, my clones would have already tracked you. But in case you somehow do manage to survive, then it's pointless. Once my original body and power are restored, you are literally doomed from what's to come. No matter the outcome, you will all still die." But that's when Jiren ends up punching Merno in the face by telling him, "That's enough from that mouth of yours. You talk too much. Now what's it going to be? This is your last chance." And Merno is very frustrated, as of course he went along to respond, "I promise you, mortal, on my honor, I will kill you at all costs." And that's when Merno went along ahead to dematerialize right in front of Toppo, as Toppo went along to shout, "He dematerialized! Jiren, he is capable of more than he's letting off." And that's when Merno went along to rematerialize in front of Jiren and punching him in the face by telling him, "I am not one to be given ultimatums. An angel submitted by a mortal? Never. Little by little, I will reveal to you the true power that lies within me. But first, to push you into using yours. and as Toppo attempted to make a move, Merno went along to backhand Toppo by telling him, "I will return to finish you shortly, beast. Away with you." And with Jiren trying to make contact yet again, that's when Merno went along to avoid his attack by telling him, "Since you are unwilling to show me the full extent of your power, then you are of no use to me anymore. Do you honestly still believe you can beat me?" As he then follows by grabbing Jiren by the throat, Merno then continues, "Allow me to make an example of you as to why you don't. Your time has expired." "Jiren, no," says Toppo, "I won't let you." And the minute Merno turns around and sticking his hand out, he then responds, "You are really beginning to annoy me, trooper." As he then fires a massive energy blast directly at Toppo, Merno then continues, "If you happen to survive this, then consider yourself lucky to have even made it through this far. Now stay out of my way, mortal scum." And as Toppo was shown attempting to hold the blast back, Toppo went along to shout, "No! Jiren! I will not let you! This attack! I've never felt anything like this before. How are we supposed to stop an enemy like this? If we fall to him, then there will be nothing to get in his way of destroying everything. Jiren, I'm sorry. I failed you." And with Jiren shouting Toppo's name, there is a massive explosion seen in the distance that assumingly enough leaves Toppo dead right before Jiren's eyes, and with Merno then turning towards Jiren, he then addresses him by commenting, "Now where were we? Don't act surprised, worm. This could have been prevented if you had just shown me your full power. And now it was because of your actions that resulted in the death of your foolish and pathetic friends. And now you're next." And with Jiren finally having enough, he then proceeded to headbutt Merno directly in the face by shouting, "Enough of this!" And as Merno stumbles back and having to shake, he then responds, "What is this? I can sense your energy boiling. Yes, good. This is what I wanted from you. Show me." And with Jiren absolutely angry, he then went along to tell Merno, "Who you are means absolutely nothing to me. I only have one goal, one mission, and that is to destroy you using everything in my spirit to do so. Your race means nothing in the face of my power. They were loyal to me, and I to them. I will not let their sacrifices go unanswered. I will eliminate you from this reality." As Jiren then goes on to power up with such force that he blows right through his shirt and using his full power, he only then continues, "And I will do so by using everything I've got. My strength can never be extinguished. To have it all taken away, I absolutely refuse to ever go through that again." And with Merno shielding himself and having to smile, he then utters, "What explosive and bone-shaking power. So my assumptions were true. This is the mightiest mortal within the multiverse. But he still lacks control, and now I will take everything from him. This power will be most fitting for my original body. Now let's begin." As only then, the Beyond Dragon Ball Super fan manga special then comes to a close. Now, this is exactly what Merno had been trying to get out of Jiren this entire time, in the fact that Merno was able to pick up on the fact that Jiren had more power within him, because bear in mind, the way Merno fights is he tends to even himself out with his opponents just to kind of bait them into showing Merno what they can do, and then ultimately enough, just as we've seen go down in Universe 7, siphoning off a portion of that power and feeding it back to the original. So now the question going forward is, does Jiren possess the necessary power to get this done by himself, and are his friends truly dead in this fight when in reference to Toppo and Dyspo, or are they in some way, shape, or form going to survive long enough in helping him out in the end? As I do want to go ahead and preface it one thing, that we are working on the next manga chapter, which should be available on the channel as soon as we meet the like goal, which we are going to have on today's video, and that is, if we can smash out 8,000 likes on this video, then I will be inclined to give you guys the manga chapter as soon as we end up meeting that goal. And on top of this, I also want to go ahead and elaborate that Jiren is not weaker than Vegeta or Goku or anybody that we've seen in Universe 7, only because this story is only now just beginning to unfold. So in the comment section below, what I want to know from you guys are things that you want us to create and feature in the upcoming manga chapter along with this entire series, because bear in mind, this takes place all while the same thing is happening in Universe 7, which means that all of this is taking place right before the Great Merger, and I promise you guys that once we enter 2021, you guys are going to see one hell of an epic story and an epic finale to the original Merno having to battle against the entire multiverse. So again, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for your support. If you guys are new to the channel, then I do encourage you guys to smash that subscribe button, and more importantly, give this video a big fat thumbs up by slapping that like button down below. If you guys have missed out the previous videos, those links will be located down below. Tune back in for more, and I'll be seeing each and every single one of you guys down in the comment section below. Have a great day, everybody, and take care. Peace. And a quick little reminder before you guys go, if you guys are unaware, I do have a second gaming channel located down in the description box below, so be sure to head on over to Unreal Royale and hit that subscribe button along with turning on all notifications, as to there, you guys will find all different kinds of gaming content that you will not get to find on UnrealEntGaming, titles and video games such as Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, Gears of War, Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, Dragon Ball Z Legends, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, Minecraft, Blair Witch, and many other retro games on that channel. So if you guys are into gaming, then make sure you guys subscribe over on Unreal Royale. I want to thank you all so much for your time, and I'll catch you all in the next one.
This is the Galactic Emperor of the Universe, and of course I'm here to tell you to subscribe to UnrealEntGaming.
Also follow UnrealEntGaming on these social media platforms to stay connected at all times. And if you don't, then very soon you will all be dead! Oh, did someone say UnrealEntGaming? Oh my god.
The fuck's up? Put on some clothes!
Well, why don't you put on any clothes?
What? I don't need clothes, but Jesus Christ, that's huge! What, Broly?
Freezer.
Uh-oh.
Prepare to die!
UnrealEntGaming, but once you get video, lots of likes, or Bill will turn you into chocolate!
Vados, get over here! Tell these mortals that I'm the biggest UnrealEntGaming fan. This is my moment. I'm a part of his notification squad. Universe 7 can have all the fun. I just want the food.
And don't forget to leave a comment on this video. Show some love for the best community on YouTube.
Kakarot!